Welcome to TacosandGeeks.com. Justin here, back with more manga reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the manga My Lovesick Life as a 90s Otaku Volume 1. This is published by Cadentia Comics and is available now. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, so without further ado, here we go. Otaku culture has finally become mainstream, and Megumi can't quite get used to it. Divorced with a teenage daughter, Megumi thinks finally back to her days as an anime and manga otaku in 1995. That year, she transferred to a new school and decided to start fresh by hiding her otaku interests. She found herself taken under the wing of a basketball player named Masamune, who's got a kind heart and looks just like one of her favorite characters. Though Megumi catches a whiff of destiny in the air, she's crushed to learn that he detests otakus. Man, I was reading this. First of all, this book is funny. This book is it hits home for us 90s otakus. I tell you this much. Um, because one thing I really love the premise of this, especially the opening of this, was the fact that how nerd culture, otaku culture is so mainstream. And for the younger audience and the younger demographic that might come across this video, you have it so good. You have no idea what we had to go through, just for the love of the fandom. I mean, back in the days, you being into comics, anime, and manga, and being like a hardcore gamer was looked so down upon. And now it's like the norm. It's like actually in to be an otaku. It's in to be a geek. It's in to be a gamer. I mean, how many people got Twitch channels? How many people post TikTok videos of their latest kills in Fortnite or Warzone? I mean, so I can relate to Megumi, especially, Megumi's in her 40s. I'm not 40 yet, but Megumi's in her 40s, and she's seen the things that she had to keep secret, what she was bullied and ridiculed for, be so mainstream. And she literally is like, what the fuck? And I could relate to that. And what they do here is they basically, I love how the story is structured because you get present day and you get the past. You get two separate timelines. So you get to see the backstory of Megumi as a young otaku, her having to go to school in Japan, obviously in 1995, where, it really was otaku meant, who it really was this horrible term for people who were obsessed with anime and manga, and people didn't want to hang around them, because they thought they were weird, something was wrong with them. And she is reflecting on that, and she meets this guy who kind of has a little bit of understanding, understood the references that she was making, and he dabs a little bit into. He's not an otaku, but he dabs a little bit into the manga world. She did, like, I think it was a slam dunk joke, and he understood the reference, so she just flipped out like, oh my god, someone actually understands what I'm talking about. And it's something that, in these days it's just like, oh, I understood the reference. Oh yeah, you're a man of culture, you're a woman of culture, you're a person of culture, so you understand those type of references. But back in the days, man, it was tough. And I 100% agree with Megumi's reaction, because even now when I look at students and I look at this young generation, and I'm just like, I would have gotten teased for that. I would have got teased back in the day. So yes, the older generation is kind of hating on the new generation because we had to go through the ridicule, being teased, looked at as weird, and now it's like everybody's doing it. And this is why we kind of see people as posers to this day, because it's kind of like everybody's into it, and you're like, it's just the hardship we had to go through. But overall, the art style is great. This is a very funny story, and hits home too, because especially if you're an '80s baby, if you're an '80s baby, even a '70s baby, you're gonna read this and just like, yeah, this hits home. This is 100% true, and it makes it worse because her daughter is an otaku, and the thing, she dresses up in outfits, she dresses up in things that's like an anime gear. And Megumi is, you just see it in her face, the heartbreak, the hatred. She loves her daughter, but it's just the hatred that everything that she went through, her daughter just, it's normal, it crosses by, and times change. And it's a very, very funny book. I highly recommend this. I'm gonna give this a solid B plus. It's a fun story. I'm really looking forward to volume 2 because for me it's very nostalgic too. It's just even with the art style, it's very nostalgic manga. And highly recommend this one. Definitely check this one out. This is Justin from otakusgeeks.com. What did you think of my lovesick life as a 90s otaku? Comment below, let me know. What do you think? Are you an 80s baby or even a mid 70s baby and you were going through high school or even junior high school in the 90s and you were into anime, comics, gaming? Were you teased? Were you ridiculed? Or were people look down upon you, called you nerd and things like that? Comment below, let me know. We'll have a fun discussion about that, about the days where, oh my gosh, you watch an anime, you better keep your mouth shut. Or you couldn't get the object of your affection that you wanted because you were into this, you were that nerdy person. So definitely comment below, let me know, and let's have a good time with this. Definitely recommend this one, and leave a subscription. Thank you, appreciate it. Peace, love, and happiness.